welcome back to the Sweet and Spicy Podcast. My name is Kate.
And I'm Cecily, and I have a wall now.
You do! And it's got an astronaut with flowers behind it.
It does. It also has a cow skull with butterflies and a hammock full of squishies.
Yes. I have still an incomplete background of books. I still have just stacks upon stacks of books.
I have a shelf, but it's over here, so you can't see it, but I can. Although I told my husband I need, like, a shelf here so I can put, like, the book of the episode and stuff on it.
Nice. I have today's book in my arsenal here. And we've talked about it in previous episodes and things. But we are going to talk about Claimed in Alaska by Lillith Carrie.
Is it werewolves?
It is werewolves.
Yay!
Welcome to werewolf territory, guys.
Because it's spooky month.
It is spooky month. So, it's a great time, you know.
It's spooky month and everybody's sick.
Oh yeah, my husband is super sick right now, so this is going to be a quick episode. Also, Kate has, like, very little notes.
Which means Kate's going to ramble.
Haha! I feel like those are the best episodes. They're not. I'm so sorry. They're actually kind of probably the worst. Except for Leather and Lark, which I had no notes on, was the best. We did the best this month in our algorithms, so.
Fair.
With our analytics, not algorithm. Analytics.
I know. Sometimes
Other
I'm a little
people's
medicated
algorithms.
at the end of the episodes, and I'm like, When I'm editing, I'm like, oh, yeah, you might want to stop that. Start
It's like,
a little later.
It's like, oh, I can see it now.
Yeah, like, I gotta revisit our whole recap of the Smut Lovers conference, because I'm not sure about that one.
Why not? Just go for it.
I was a little out of it.
It's fine. Just go for it. Anyway, hi guys. Welcome back. And I've already shown the book. We're already, talked about it.
Triggers.
Just as a reminder, this is a book that we got when we were at Smut Lovers. We got to meet this author. She was great. My book is signed. My book is signed if...
There you go.
There you go. My book is signed.
Miss.
I did get another one of hers as well, I believe. Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
I got another one of hers. It's down here in the bottom, so I'm not going to pull it out, but... Yes, you did get that one. That one is another werewolf. I think my other one...
It's so pretty.
Hold on, let me see if I can pull it from the stack without knocking over the entire stack.
It's so pretty.
I did it, guys. Okay.
Here.
I'll be honest. I don't know what this is gonna be. It's called His Lonely Reign.
Looks like a king to me. He looks werewolfy.
I think he looks more demon-y, personally.
Ooh, even
because
better.
there's a snake in there.
Oh.
And it's also a dark erotic romance. So
maybe he's one of, what do they call them? Nagas?
They're called it's the Dark Heart series. It's the first one in the Dark Heart series.
Dun, dun,
So,
dun.
but that's not the book we're talking about yet. One day. We'll cover that one day. But she was really sweet. I liked her.
I was like the personification. Well, it's the literal, not personification. It is the literal TBR. Your stack right there.
Yeah, it is. Because I have... No, I've read one of these. But I mean, to be fair, to be fair, I am going to be rereading it because it's one of my comfort books. So,
comfort books.
And I need to get the rest in the series, which are the comfort series. But
sorry, this is like the most alert I've been all day. So I'm like, what?
You're good. We need to start in on this. Okay, guys. Triggers for Claimed in Alaska by Lillith Carrie. Okay? Let's go. I had to write these triggers. There's no set trigger list because they're not like necessarily that big of triggers. I mean, there's a little bit, but it's not like a lot of these triggers are not heavily talked about. They're kind of mentioned and kept going, or it was something quick, because it is a short book. It is about 200 and something pages. I think it's about 260 pages. It's not very long. I don't even know if it's that long. It is exactly... Sorry, you can totally hear me flipping through pages. It is 218 pages.
Oh.
So it's relatively short.
Specifics.
It was relatively short, but it was very good. So, this is a fated mate werewolf book.
Yay.
That's your first trigger, because some people don't like those.
I don't know why.
I don't either. I think they're great. But it does have some, like insta-lust.
I mean, I get the whole I should be free to choose who I want to love, but it's like the whole concept of the fated mate is that your goddess, like, picked out someone who will be perfect for you. So, like, learn to love them.
Sometimes she's wrong in some books.
Yeah.
But she always fixes her mistake.
But still, like...
Yeah.
Just, come on. It's just, like, instant. And I guess it's... I don't know. To me, it's like, aha, I didn't make a mistake. It eliminates, you know, the loser factor.
Fair.
In my mind.
Fair.
I guess maybe not for other people, but in my mind, I'm like, woohoo, I don't have to deal with garbage to get to what I want.
I mean, that's fully understandable, and I'll agree to that. So, the other triggers, though, the ones that I wrote that I thought might be a little bit more, like, appropriate, I may be missing some of these, so I'm so sorry if I do, and then you end up reading it and something happens. I'm so sorry. Take these triggers with a grain of salt in the fact that there might be more that I personally missed. So, with that being said, obviously, insta-lust is one that some people think is a trigger. I personally don't. Cecily personally doesn't. But it is a thing. It's fated mates. It's werewolves.
I mean, in real life, sometimes you see people and you're like, yeah, I would take him for a ride. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe that's an Aries thing. I don't know. That could be a me thing.
No, I would agree with that. There are some people...
I mean, there are some men that I've met that I'm just like, yeah. Immediate. Absolutely. I don't know nothing about you, but yep.
Fair. Anyway, we're going to go back to these because we keep getting sidetracked from that. Right. Violence. Torture. Kidnapping. Death of a parent, which is not shown. And pregnancy.
That's a trigger.
That's why I put it in here. We're not going to talk about that at all, but it is an aspect in the book. I'm not going to tell you who is pregnant, but there is somebody pregnant. Okay. So this book is about our two main characters, Lucy, who is a human, and Elijah, who often will be called Eli. So sometimes I'll call him Eli, sometimes I'll call him Elijah. So Lucy gets notified that her father, who abandoned her and her mother,
rude,
died and left everything to her. Everything being a remote cabin in the middle of Alaska and about $67.
I mean, the cabin's sweet.
Yeah, the cabin is great, except she is from the city.
Meh.
But she is a writer, and she takes this opportunity to kind of go. A couple things happen. We'll get to into detail about that, but a couple things happen. It makes her want to leave. I do know that one of the things that happens is she was staying with a roommate, and 2 months after they were staying in this place, the roommate stopped paying rent, but still had Lucy pay her for the rent. So Lucy was paying her rent, but the roommate wasn't actually paying the landlord's rent. It was just taking Lucy's money and bolting with it.
What a bitch.
So they get evicted. So Lucy gets this thing sent to her. Hey, this is your dad's house. He's passed away. This is yours now. Couldn't have come at a better timing. She had lost her job. She said, you know what? I'll just go. What's the worst that could happen? At the end of the day, if I don't like it, I can sell it and I can just move back. I'll have at least some money from the house. I'll be able to write a book, you know, and do my thing. So she goes to Alaska. She's there, I think, one night. There's still gas in the generator. She still has water. And it's a working cabin. She has to get shown and, like, hiked up here by some guide or something. I think it was a guide. She paid a guide to take her up here. Then realized she had no cell service and she was planning on paying him by a wire transfer. Luckily, she's like, okay, at least I have cash. Hands the man cash. He says, okay, cool, bye. And just leaves. He fucks off. He's like, goodbye, enjoy.
I mean, he
See ya.
did what he was paid to do.
Oh, yeah. So he leaves. He's like, cool. She, you know, figures out her stuff, finds a little bit of food in the house still, like canned food, oatmeal. And she kind of figures out something to eat. Like, I think she eats, like, some kind of canned stew or, like, some kind of canned vegetable or something. And it's like, okay, cool, I'll make it to the store at some point. She goes to sleep. It's kind of late. She's exhausted from the hike because she's not used to the altitude. She's not used to the cold weather. And she's definitely not used to hiking through the snow.
I mean, fair. All valid.
Yes. I don't know if you've hiked through the snow before.
No. I was born here in Florida.
That's fair. You know how when you're wading
I'm
through
lucky
water...
that I've seen snow.
You know how when you're wading through water and you're trying to, like, move your feet really fast?
I was on top of a mountain in Oklahoma, and it was, like, knee-deep snow. And so, yes, I have done that.
It's rough. And, like, if you're trying to step on top of it with snowshoes, it's even worse. She was in snowshoes. It's fun. But it's not great when you have to, like, trudge through it a lot. It gets heavy. So she is, like, tired. She goes to sleep. She wakes up. She finds coffee. Her dad thankfully had coffee. She had to drink it black with some sugar. She was not, like, she misses her creamer. She mentions this, okay? She's like, okay, cool. She's drinking her coffee and she opens up her front door and looks out on her porch, and there's a naked man laying on her porch. Passed out. Oh, I forgot to mention, she also heard wolves that night.
Of course.
And saw, like, some kind of eyes and things in the woods. Red eyes. She saw, like, red eyes in the woods. She's like, huh, that's weird. Okay. She finds this man. She's like, everything in me is telling me to leave this man on my porch and not mess with him. And then the other part of me, who's the bleeding heart, cancer, needs to pull him inside and help him. So she rolls him onto a blanket. He's passed out, okay? She rolls him onto a blanket. She's worried that he's going to freeze to death from hypothermia.
Valid.
And it's, like, super snowstorming, okay? She's got a snowstorm. She thinks it's a blizzard. He later corrects her and is like, it's a snowstorm. This is a flurry. Like, it's not that bad. Here. Pulls him inside. Gets him all situated. He wakes up. And he's like, where am I? And he wakes up and he's like, and he sits up and she goes, oh, you're awake. Good. I didn't want to leave you out there in case, you know, something happened. And so he's like, okay. And he's like, well, thank you. And he's immediately attracted to her, but he doesn't know anything. He immediately is attracted to her. She is immediately attracted to him, which kind of helped with pulling him inside because he's hot and has abs for days. And also, you know, as most men in these books that we read, well endowed.
Well endowed.
Pulls him inside, does the whole thing. So they're talking a little bit, and she's like, would you like breakfast? Like, I only have oatmeal. I only just moved here. Like,
are you saying she doesn't have to knock on wood?
No, she does not have to knock on wood. Anyway.
I had to.
I know. Now you're going to get me. So she sits there, and they're talking, and she's making him oatmeal because he agreed oatmeal was fine. So she hands him the bowl of oatmeal. His hand happens to just brush hers, and he almost drops the bowl of oatmeal because she touched him, and she felt like a weird little zappy zing, but she didn't know what it was.
Sparks.
But it's from his point of view at that point. And so this book is a dual point of view. You get both of them. So he's like, oh my god, she's my mate. Like, I found her. Like, this is it. Elijah is the alpha of his pack, guys.
Naturally.
Elijah's father was really shitty. Elijah's father also passed away. Elijah's father put in a... what's the word called? A requirement for him to be able to take the alpha powers.
A stipulation.
A stipulation. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
I thought so, but I wasn't sure.
Put in a stipulation for him to be able to obtain these alpha powers, which would give him greater speed, greater strength, a greater ability to sense danger and everything to be able to protect his pack. So currently, he is going solely based off of what he can do. He's still a little faster, and he's still a little bit more, from just having alpha blood.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't have the full alpha power. Because the stipulation was that he had to find his mate, and they had to be mated. Granted, it started off, I believe there was something about he could technically take a mate, but it was never but he would only get, I think, about half of the alpha powers if he took a mate instead of, found his fated mate.
Good.
So, and he was never super into having, a non-fated mate. So, obviously, he's very happy, very giddy about her. And so, he's, with her and stays with her for a little bit. She gives him her dad's old clothes. Talks to him. They get to know each other. He, chops wood for her. He's sitting there chopping wood for her in just basketball shorts in the cold winter. And he's hiking that axe over, All of you girlies that are on Book Talk with us.
Obviously, werewolf.
Know the exact videos that I am talking about that depict this. And she can watch him through her window, and she was trying to write and she was getting distracted. He looks up immediately at her, eyes blown, pupils blown, rushes into the house and just looks at her, and he's like, "Are you okay?" Well, not really. 'Cause she wanted to jump that man, and he could smell it.
I mean, a valid response.
So they start making out. I believe that is when they start making out. They've kissed previously. I'm gonna point out they have kissed previously.
See, that is there's two sides of me. There's the finds naked man on porch. Oh my god, is he a criminal? Am I gonna die? Is he an axe murderer? And then the other half is man's is hot. Let's see what happens.
And you judge me for the books that I read?
I judge everybody. I'm
This is fair.
just a judgy.
It's the Aries. So, yeah. So, they've been obviously staying together for at least a few days at this point. And obviously, the mate bond is like, he's holding back. He wants to just grab her and mark her and, have her. And she doesn't know anything about it. She just knows that she's very attracted to this man.
He's got to burst her bubble and tell her he's a werewolf.
He doesn't yet. So what happens is that they get together. And they start making out. He picks her up. They start getting a little bit more than making out.
Oh, snap.
He brings her over to the bed, plops her on the bed, and he's like, oh, like, shit, I don't have anything, like a condom or anything. And she goes, it's okay, I'm on birth control, it's fine. It's like, first of all, ma'am, you have known this man for a couple days.
STDs are a thing.
That is exactly what I'm talking about.
I mean,
it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You know damn well it's not worth it. Your silence is so loud right now.
I have a colorful past that we will not get into. So, continue.
Is it worth it, Cecily?
No, children. Make wise choices. Make good choices.
Thank you. Thank you.
Learn from other people's mistakes.
I was lucky. I did learn from other people's mistakes. Anyway. I say that, but I was also really stupid at one point, too. So, anyway. Now I'm married to that stupid. That's too much information. My bad, guys.
I am not married to the stupid, thankfully.
I'm just married to the stupid decision on my part. The person who was a part of the stupid decision on my part. I love my husband. He's not the stupid. I was about to say that, and I'm like, he's not stupid at all, actually. But I did some stupid decisions when me and him first got together. But anyway.
Anywho, we digress.
I digress. So, when it comes down to it, they start to go at it, and he, like, down there between her legs, he goes up to, insert. And then he looks at her and he tells her, he goes, listen, I want you to know that, like, when this happens, you're mine. Like, this, I don't do one night stands. I don't do, like, casual hookups. Like, I want us to be us.
Sir, I hardly know you.
And that was her response. She was chilling for, like, a hookup. And that was not what he wants. And so she told him, like, I'm not ready for that. That's a little bit too far for me. Like, I just thought we were just going to hook up and, see where things go after that. But, like, I thought this was just a hookup. And he said, I'm sorry. I gotta go. He leaves.
Oh, no.
He's pissed because his wolf is pissed. If y'all haven't caught on, that's Elijah, by the way. I just realized I didn't say that.
Key information.
I feel like that should have been, assumed.
Context clues.
Especially with the fated mates thing.
I love a good context clue, but I've realized that a lot of America doesn't know what those are, so.
That's fair. That's fair.
Critical thinking is disappearing.
That is a fair point.
So anywho, that is Elijah.
So anyway, that's Elijah. We have met Elijah. What Elijah does is he actually goes out to his pack. Like, he's got to go deal with some pack stuff. And he legitimately tells her, I gotta go deal with pack business. And leaves. She's like, pack? Like, what do you mean pack? So she's confused. She's like, is that an Alaska thing? Like, what? So the girl does not put two together, especially since her father has wolf anatomy books.
So is her dad a wolf? Is she a
No.
half-see?
No, she's not. Well, anyway.
A quarter?
No.
An eighth?
No.
A 16th?
No.
Is she a witch?
No.
A lichen?
Just so you know, I'm just going to tell you no.
That's rude.
You'll have to read the book.
Fine. Continue.
Continuing. It is very good, by the way. I think I said that a little bit earlier. This book is very well paced. It's not too quickly, but it's not too slow either. There's some stuff that I will say, like, it goes through pretty quickly, but it makes sense to go through quickly because of how short the book is. The spice, by the way, is probably about a level 2 to 3. 2 to 3. Probably about 2 to 3. Yeah. There's not, like, super kinky or anything like that, but she is fucking a werewolf. So, I mean...
That's spicy.
Yeah.
To some people.
That's gonna be spice. He doesn't transform or anything, like, while they're doing the deed. And he does turn into a full wolf. But, so back to this.
Mm-hmm.
He leaves.
Skedaddles.
She sees a wolf at the end of the tree line again after he leaves. Red eyes and all. Hi, Tofu. If y'all missed last week, this is Tofu.
He's a sweet baby.
He is a sweet baby.
He's got pretty green eyes. His brother's turned yellow. Told Justin that means that he's a Sith Lord.
You know what's really weird is his around the edges are orange. Or like yellowy orange.
Toodles is completely turned yellowy orange. They used to be green. And so he's a Sith Lord.
To be fair, he looks literally just like burnt Toodles. So
I kicked Toodles out of the room because he's noisy.
Mine is not noisy.
Him's not. Him's just rubbing onto books.
Him's sometimes noisy. Him's rubbing onto hands. Okay. Back to the regularly scheduled book content. Also, cat.
Wolf in the tree line.
Wolf in the tree line has red eyes. Cool.
That's a rogue. Or is that him?
So, I'm not gonna answer your question.
That's so rude.
Ma'am. So basically what happens is that he comes back to see her, and in a couple days she apologizes, and then he's like, no, I get it, like, you don't really know me, I understand.
Literally showed up on your porch naked in the middle of winter. I would be
He's like, okay, it's okay, I understand, I get it. So they end up having sex.
Finally.
He does not mark her because she's not ready for that, obviously. Hold on, sorry. Toodles is moving my microphone.
Toodles?
Tofu. You know why? Because I call him Tofoodle. I call him Tofoodle because tofu noodles. Because of tofu noodles, so I call him Tofoodle.
His little bald patches around his eye go back to his ear. They almost look like glasses.
I know. Okay, I might need to move him, but he's being so sweet. Oh, he's giving me kisses.
No, she's wet. Ignore him. It'll be fine.
He's gonna push the microphone again.
Nah.
He has things to say. This is Tofu intermission, guys. Okay, so he comes back. He did leave her firewood too, so she didn't have to cut her own firewood.
Well, that's good.
She started to run out of firewood though. So she had to go try to chop her own firewood because it'd been 3 days since he left.
Oh, no.
She was like, man, what the heck? You know? Sorry, I just got a text from my coworker, so I had to check it, but that was funny. So yeah, he leaves, he comes back while she's chopping wood. She's like not able to chop wood properly. One, she's not from Alaska or anywhere she's had to chop wood before.
Mm-hmm.
So she's trying to chop wood, and he legitimately like yells from behind her. She doesn't know he's there, yells from behind her and says, "Stop choking up on the axe." And she like whips around real fast. She knows who it is. And she's just like, "You came back. Like, you came back." Like,
Sir,
all excited.
That's terrifying.
He was far enough away that where it wasn't as terrifying. It's mostly like she had a weapon and he was far enough away. Do you know what he saw her from the tree line, and he was watching her from the tree line. And you know what he said? He said the thing, and then you know what he did? He picked up 3 bags of groceries.
No.
Because he promised to take her to the grocery store.
No.
And because he couldn't, because he had to leave to go deal with pack stuff, he brought her groceries.
No.
So he comes in, he helps her put away the groceries. And then he hears they have had sex at this point, okay? So they finally do it. And then he hears wolf howls. And he says, "Does that happen every night?" She goes, "Yeah, it's always happened." He goes, "Since you moved here?" "Yeah." "Why? It's just some wolves. Like, what?" It's like, what's the problem? She's been kind of scared of these wolves, but she's like, "It's just wolves. They can't get in the house unless they have thumbs, right?" And he goes,
"They got thumbs."
He's like, how long have they been doing that?" She goes, "Every night, like, he's like, "Even when I was here." And she goes, "No, actually, I don't think they were doing that when you were here." And he was like, "Oh, no." He goes, "But every day that I was gone, they were howling and making that noise." "Yes." "Yeah." Like, and so he's like rushing, putting on clothes. And he's like, "I need you to put on clothes right now." She's like, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "I need you to put on clothes and I need you to stay in this bedroom." He goes, "And I need you to not come out. I need you to not come out."
Yeah, right.
So
we
he
all know
leaves.
she ain't listening to that.
He leaves. He mind links his pack. So he's got people coming. There are 6 wolves. 6 of them. Rogues.
Dun dun dun.
The red eyes was the rogues.
See, I knew it.
Yeah, that's a pretty it's either an alpha or a rogue.
I read too many books.
So do I. Those are the 2 responses to that. You're either a alpha, a rogue, or sometimes red eyes means you're a specialty alpha. Like a true alpha.
Something fancy.
Anyway, except if you have purple eyes, then you are a pure white wolf, and you have been blessed by the moon goddess herself. Fun fact about Kate. We're going to go off on a tangent here for a second. Fun fact about Kate. Kate used to write on Wattpad.
Tee-hee.
Kate used to write fan fiction, but also werewolf books. Kate had a fan fiction for a specific band that we're not going to talk about that actually did really well, and then I deleted it, and I was really sad that I deleted it nowadays, because I kind of wish that I could show people and be like, "Look, I did this. It's really embarrassing, but it's kind of funny," because I hated it. I read it back, and it was so bad, guys. It was so bad, but like, people loved it, and I didn't understand why. Like, the thing had over, I think it was like over 400,000 like reads on it of people like liking it. And I was like, what?
What band, Kate?
We're not gonna talk about that, Cecily. I was a young tween.
And I want to know.
And I was obsessed with a band, and it was not One Direction.
That's my guess.
It was not One Direction, because how dare you think that I was a 1D stan?
I just assumed based on your age.
But to be fair, they did tour with One Direction, so it's all the same. Those of you who know.
I'm too old to know, so someone's gotta tell me. I'm an NSYNC Backstreet girl. I don't know.
If anybody knows the lore to this band, I'm gonna spill a little bit of lore, and that way Cecily can look it up later too. But if anybody's like on the fence about who it might be, because a couple different bands toured with One Direction, Louis from One Direction specifically found this band. They were a YouTube band first in the great country down under. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. They still make music. They're still active. You're looking it up, aren't you? That band was also my first concert, guys. And I think people liked it because they liked my premise of celebrity babysitting. So if y'all have read that book, that was me. Hi. It was really bad. I'm so sorry. Cecily, I think, is looking it up, guys.
Nothing's coming up yet. Only the Poets?
No.
They're from England. The F is the Snuts. That's from Scotland. Sunroom?
Okay. No. Did you hear what I said that they're from?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But it said that he didn't actually discover anybody.
He did. He brought it to their label.
Pacific Avenue.
Nope.
They're Aussie.
They might be, but they're not what band it was.
It'd be a lot easier if you just told me. Hollow Coves?
It has to do with a season.
The hell? Kate?
A season, a number, a form of time. There's 4 band members. One of them's a Kiwi.
5 Seconds of Summer?
Yup. That would be the one.
I know who they are.
Uh-huh. I was obsessed.
They're still around.
Yeah, they are.
They're
Actually,
like young.
they have...
Aren't they like younger emo kids? Were they younger emo kids, or am I confused?
I think they're actually all around your age.
The audacity. Yeah, but they didn't get popular till 2011.
Yeah, they didn't get popular until I was like a kid. I was watching them on YouTube a little bit. And then they had their big song that came out. She Looks So Perfect came out, and then that was like
I'm from the
and
era.
I went and saw them.
I'm the elder millennial era of pop punk, not so much the scene stuff that came later.
That was my era. I had scene hair. Maybe I'll send you a picture to put on the Instagram of like Kate's scene era, because I looked like a Tumblr girl.
Honestly, I feel like any of our listeners will probably say that tracks for you.
Probably. And you know what? I thought that they would see me up in the nosebleeds like everybody else, and they would fall in love. And I think I wore a 5 Sauce shirt. I think I wore a beanie in Florida. I wore black ripped skinny jeans. I wore black ripped skinny jeans. I had a flannel tied around my waist.
No.
I had on combat boots, guys.
No. Lordy.
I had done my makeup with my eyeliner all lined. Yeah.
Wow. So you turned
Anyway.
into werewolves?
No, I did not.
Oh.
Actually, in the book, in that specific, fan fiction, I made it so that I was a celebrity babysitter. Me and a friend were celebrity babysitters. Shout out to my internet friend that I wrote into the story. Because I also had a really, really, Kate was critically online, guys. I also had a really, really popular fan account. I had like 3,000 followers at one point of just fan accounts. But it wasn't on like Instagram or Tumblr or anything. I think it was like on iFunny, which was like the stupidest thing to be on for that.
Wow.
But I had a lot of people on there because a lot of the times you got closer to people on iFunny than you did anywhere else.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh. Sorry.
I don't know what
The real
nothing
ones
is.
know, Cecily.
No. I had MySpace.
MySpace was dead by the time I got it. Facebook was pretty dead by the time that I got.
Shut your mouth. That's just... We're done. Back to the story.
I love
We're
you.
done now. We are done now. Back to the story.
What part was I at? Oh, he was fighting the 6 werewolves. Okay.
All by his lonesome.
All by his lonesome. He had contacted his pack. She was supposed to stay inside.
Which
She did not.
she's not.
She came out, like, right after him and saw him transform into a wolf. She freaked the F out.
I mean, duh. But also...
And then she saw a bunch of other wolves. They came and helped him, and she was still worried about him. And then he came up, and she was like, "What are you?" And he goes, she goes, "You're a werewolf." And they had already had, like, this conversation a little bit about how werewolves, because her dad was obsessed with werewolves. He had journals on him, and, like, medical journals and, like, research journals on them. And she just thought he was crazy. And she was like, yeah, I don't yeah. So it turns out Dad actually did work with Elijah's dad as, like, a makeshift pack doctor if they needed it.
Ah.
Yep. It was cool. But. So then they kind of went back and did, the basic-y stuff. And, they fought her a little bit, and she was kind of scared and angry, because now he has, like, 3 or 4 pack members with her there, and he's like, "You can't stay here. It's not safe." And she's like, "I'm not leaving my home for a man I met 5 days ago."
Fair.
Who I have just found out can very much kill me. And also lied to me even though we had sex.
Well, that's not fair.
No, it wasn't. But she was having a breakdown. I'll give baby girl that.
Me. Listen.
Lucy had already been through a lot. She had lost both of her parents. She had lived with her grandparents, who then also died. She was all on her own.
If you turn into a werewolf in front of me, I'm freaking out, but in a holy balls, this is so exciting. Take me away.
Yeah.
Take
But
me
then,
to our
okay,
leader.
so then he does take her. He was like, "You're not staying here." And she's like, foot down, like, "Yes, I am." He picks her up, throws her over his shoulder, and takes her anyway.
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm not leaving you here."
Yeah.
He's like, "You either come with me willingly, or I will forcefully take you."
I mean, I say that, but I would flip shit.
You would. You definitely would flip shit.
I talk
If
so
you-
much smack.
If some random man turned into a werewolf, said you're my mate, and tried to pick you up and take you, you would be pissed. You'd be like, first of all, I am married, sir. Second of all, my pets? Third of all, I don't know you.
I mean, I don't know, maybe. Maybe not.
You know damn well you would not leave your husband.
No, but I'm all for turning this into a why choose situation.
I don't think your husband would be.
Maybe.
Your husband is real territorial. No, he wouldn't.
It's actually funny. We were literally having a discussion the other day of how we didn't think we could have a throuple because we're just so comfortable with each other. And it was like, I don't know if I can imagine being that comfortable with another person.
That's fair.
So we have had this conversation, actually.
I get you jealous. I definitely could not be in a throuple.
I definitely know it couldn't be no other female. I would lose my shit. Which is unfair, and I know that. But I know it couldn't, because I knew. No.
Yeah, no, I would get way too jealous. And I would mostly get way too jealous just because of the attention factor. Because I have issues, guys, and I crave a lot of attention from my husband. And he's the best, because he allows me to have that much attention. But we're back to this book, because we're almost done. So basically, he kidnaps her, takes her there. She kind of figures it out. Then she goes to see him in his office. She's only been there for maybe like a day or two. She goes to see him. There's his childhood BFF.
Of course there is. There's
A
always
female.
a hoe.
A
There's always
female hoe.
Always.
She sees him. Her name is Thalia. Or Talia. Thalia.
Thoughtlea.
Yes. Also, I feel so bad for girls named Thalia because I've read so many werewolf books that Thalia is like the pack slut or the pack hoe or like the one that's like the terrible one. And I feel so bad because like I want to read one where she gets to be the main character.
Now I'm trying to think and I don't know.
And I think it's because it's Thalia Thoughtlia.
Thoughtlea, it's too easy. That thought over there.
But anyway, so she's all handsy. She gets real excited when she sees him and just kind of brushes her off and just says hello. She's super mean to her.
Of course.
But not in front of him.
Of course.
So he's blinded to it.
Gotta be a sneaky bitch.
And there's like specific reasons to why he is the way that he is with her. But I'm not going to get into that because that's later in the book and I want you to read the book and not get spoiled, guys. But, so yeah, she walks into the office and she's kissing him. Your face!
The audacity.
She's kissing him.
Like, it's one thing you walk in there and they seem a little close and you're like, girl. But if you, like, actively kissing, sir, you're letting this happen.
You know what's even worse? She made him macaroons from scratch.
That is terrible.
To give to him.
Very complicated.
And she saw that, dropped the tray on the ground, bolted back to her room, packed up her stuff, and hightailed it out of there.
I would have threw the tray at their head.
Well, while she's there, because she goes back to her cabin, because where else is she going to go?
Yep.
Well, she goes back to her cabin.
I'd go back to my cabin and hop a flight home.
I think that was her
finding me. Good luck finding me now.
I think that was her plan, and then she just ended up not doing that.
I'd start hiking to Russia.
Because she doesn't really have money. She doesn't really have money.
Hike to Russia.
So, I would say hike. She also was like, I can't really hike out of here, because, like, I couldn't even hike up here. So,
Meh.
that was her other thing. Well, while she's there, he finds her and is, like, banging on her door, and it's like, please, like, let me explain. Like, nothing.
No.
I didn't do it. Like, I promise. She did it to me, like, all this, and she was not hearing him out.
Nope.
So, when you find out what actually happened, it is really sad. But again, we're not going to talk about it. So, he's trying to explain this. She's not hearing out for him. She's got the door locked. She just hears him say, shit. And then she hears howling. The rogues are back. One of them broke into her window and drugged her and kidnapped her, and Elijah was shot with a tranq dart.
Uh-oh.
And she woke up in the Rogue King's castle. Or cavern. And that's where we're going to stop it, guys.
I mean, hey, at least the Rogue King ain't cheating on her. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we're going to stop it there, though, because you guys really should read it, and the rest of it is spoilers, and I cannot tell you.
Rude.
And this episode has been a lot of distractions.
It has. I have my little fidget, but I also realized, so, like, I spin it and stuff, but then I was, like, had it on my hand, and I realized this is, like, you know, brass knuckles for tisms.
I was wondering why you were sitting here, like, punching your hand.
Yeah, because I was like, this is like brass knuckles, bro. I could, you know, just casually sitting here playing with my fidget and somebody rolls up. Oh, what? Stay ready, friends. Stay ready.
That's funny. Okay, so, do we have any questions?
I want to know what happened.
Oh, this book was like a 4 out of 5, by the way, I really liked it. It was a very good one. It was really good. I liked it a lot. Highly recommend it. So you don't have any questions?
I mean, none that you're going to answer.
I mean, you can try.
I just want to know if she ever turns into a were.
No.
Rude.
It is a happy ever end after, but I will burst your bubble. No, she does not ever turn into a were.
I like when they turn into wares. I want to turn into a were.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
I feel like I'd rather be a were than a vampire.
Yeah.
Exercise, run in the woods.
I would have to
maul
go.
people.
I would have to move up with you, though.
Blame it on wild animal attacks. Like, oh
Cecily,
my
we
God.
could have a werewolf compound.
We should write a werewolf serial killer series.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
That's my next.
I'm sure that there
project.
are things.
Probably, but I just thought about that. Like, I could totally get away with, like, a wild animal did it. I'm a human.
That's actually pretty cool.
I'm onto something.
I think so.
Watch out.
Okay. Well, that was Claimed in Alaska
Dark and Delightful.
by Lillith Carrie.
That's a good name. Dark and Delightful.
Dark and Delightful is a good name. Where did you come up with that?
Just. You should change the name of our podcast.
I was going to say, why isn't that the name of our podcast?
I don't know.
Anyway, guys, see us next week with our rebranding.
My personality from now on.
Dark and Delightful.
I am dark and delightful.
Let's be honest, though, because I know that this is probably a question that our listeners have. Who is sweet and who is spicy? I feel like it's no question, but...
That's not a question. I'm pretty certain it's pretty obvious who the spicy person is. I mean, you can
Obviously,
get
it's me.
You can get spicy. It just takes
I
a minute to
can.
get there. I'm like I said, I stay ready. I stay ready.
Have you ever seen me spicy?
I mean, quasi-spicy, I feel like, but not like full.
Quasi-spicy?
I don't think I've seen you fully rage out. I rage out on the daily, so everybody's
You've never seen me talk to my dad.
True. But if I did, then I would get spicy, and that would be bad.
Yeah. I feel like, honestly, though, I feel like I would scare some people if I got full spicy.
That's how just my husband is. Justin, when he gets spicy, it's scary, because it's like, sir, where did that come from? You were like a lovable little Justin. What you doing yelling for? What? Best take that bass out your voice when you talk to me. Yeah, right. He doesn't yell at me. He doesn't know how. He could never. I yell at
me
everybody.
and let's be honest here, though. Me and your husband have very similar personalities on a lot of stuff, like true. in our mannerisms and things. So, I mean, it makes sense as to I would be scary if I actually got mad.
Yeah.
I like how I asked you who's sweet and who's spicy when I legitimately have fables and, like, illustrated fables and, like, books up here. That first one is Aesop's Illustrated Fables. And then so I have the Grimm Brothers somewhere, too. It is a really pretty book.
I mean, I like those. I would have those. But, you know, I've got coloring books, spicy books.
I also have Homer, the Illustrated Odyssey.
Find Your Calm journal that I haven't touched.
I also have a book all the way at the end. That's that green one that people can see right here. That one is actually poisons. It's a book all about poisons.
I want to go to that poison garden in London.
Ooh, that would be cool. Okay, we gotta wrap this up. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok. On YouTube, on TikTok, on Spotify, on Apple Music, on Audible, anywhere else you get your podcasts except for Apple, pretty much, because Apple is dumb. Actually, I say that, but I own so many Apple products. I'm working on it, guys. It's a frustrating turn of events.
We're probably the dumb ones.
To be fair, it's every time we try, Apple's servers are down to be able to do it.
Oh, well, that tracks.
Yeah. Every time we have time, Apple is like, no.
Of course.
So, anyway, guys, thanks so much for listening or watching, whichever one. All of those, we are Sweet and Spicy Pod on. So go ahead, give us a follow, give us a shout, leave us a comment, guys. We would love to hear from you. Leave us a comment. What do you like? Leave us, comment on our Instagram post. I am getting tofu kisses currently on my hand. My hand is down there and suddenly my hand is now wet. Anyway.
Well, then, on that note.
Tofu is like straight up licking my hand. Anyway. You guys have a great rest of your days, rest of your nights, rest of your weeks, rest of your months. Whatever it is. Have a spooky weekend. Prepare. Give us a comment. Let us know what your costumes are going to be. If you celebrate Halloween. If you don't celebrate Halloween. If you like the spooky vibes this month. If you're excited for cold weather. Just, talk to us. We get lonely.
Drop cool
we like talking.
Houses in Florida.
Oh, I got one we can go to. Bye!